It's also based off of this is the Generation 2, a baby rodent. Rodent. Why? What the heck? Why did I go brain dead at that? Hey everybody, this is Gummy Bear Gamer, here to bring you a video about speculation of what Generation 9's new Electric Rodent is going to be. Before we get into this, go ahead and drop a like, go ahead and comment down below what you think Generation 9's Electric Rodent is going to be. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button for easy notifications. I will be posting at least weekly. Well, let's get into this. Each generation has brought us a new Electric Rodent, dubbed a Pico Clone or a Pikachu Clone. It is always cool to see what Game Freak does with these designs. What will Pokémon Scarlet and Violet have in store for us this time? Let's look back at the previous ones to find out what we could be waiting on. Pikachu, the OG, the electric mouse Pokemon. Well, it's really just the mouse Pokemon, but come on guys. It also has some inspiration from schools. Really just the pouches on its cheeks. It's where it stores its electricity. That's actually a common theme with all of these Electric Rodent Pokemon. But mainly Pikachu is just based off of a mouse, generically. Also, let's not forget about Raichu, its evolution. It's also based off of a mouse. The Electric Rodents of Generation 1 are mice. Speaking of evolution, we have Pichu, the pre-evolution of Pikachu. This is Generation 2's Electric Rodent. It is a baby version of the beloved Pikachu. To me, it's just supposed to be a baby mouse, a baby rodent. Bulbapedia says it's based off of a school, but other than its pouches, I don't really see that. Pichu has been beloved by many fans because of the anime, movie shorts, and not to forget, Super Smash Bros.
Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet, nigga.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air. How could his hands do this? Oh, someone get him out the air.
Pichu has been known to be one of my mains. The positive of using Pichu in Super Smash Bros. Is his lightning fast speed and his unique hitboxes. The negative, well, he's very floaty, easy to be knocked back, and upon using electrical attacks, he takes a lot of extra damage. Speaking of positives and negatives, Plusle and Minun, both the cheering Pokemon duo. This represents the new battle style introduced in Generation 3. Their theme is based off of, well, cheerleaders. As far as the rodent they're based off of, some people say it's kind of just a generic mouse. But me, I really point to its really long ears and its bushy tail, which immediately makes me think of a rabbit. The introduction of 2 Electric Rodents in one generation is kind of nuts. Nuts. While talking about Electric Rodents, makes me think back to schools. Oh, by the way, Generation 4's Electric Rodent is literally based off of a school, entirely. Pachirisu. I love Pachirisu's design. Top to bottom, it's a school, and it's amazing. It was nice to see them step away from just a generic mouse for once. All in 100% on a completely designed to be a school, a different type of rodent. And the next generation is amazing, an electric flying school. Albeit, all jokes aside, it's a completely different type of school, and they nailed the design. The Sky School Pokemon, Emolga. With a dual typing, a great one at that, electric flying. Really amazing. I remember how frustrating it was to take out the volt switching Emolga tamed by Elisa in black and white for the first time. Its quick speed, hard to hit for super effective typing, and constant volt switching made for a very epic battle on par with Whitney's Miltank. Okay, maybe not that tough, but it was tough. After that really annoying battle, made me just want to go to Nimbasa's Ferris wheel to relax. You know what rodent typically runs on contraptions that are similar to Ferris wheels? If you answered pretty much any rodent, you'd actually be correct. But for the purpose of this segue, wrong! If you said hamster or gerbil, ding ding ding, you're correct. That brings us to Dedenne. Dedenne? Dedenne? I personally pronounce it Dedenne. Why? Because it's called the antenna Pokemon. It literally has antennas for whiskers. It is based off of a hamster or a gerbil. By the way, also, it's a dual type, Electric Fairy. On that note, in France, their Tooth Fairy is based off of a mouse that exchanges coins for teeth. Again, hence the fairy typing. It's a really cool nod by Game Freak. This little rodent with the fairy types threatens the likes of all dragon types. It was a really unique design, and within the metagame, it was really potent. Well, let's roll on to the next one. Togedemaru, the roly-poly Pokemon, based off of a porcupine. Some people say a hedgehog, but really thematically, we'll go into it a little bit more. It really points to porcupine. This small little puffball seems cute and innocent until it activates its steel spikes out of defense. Its electric steel typing is a really good typing, especially against fairy Pokemon, like the previous gen's Electric Rodent. Also, fairies were becoming very common within the metagame, so it gave it that much extra of a boost. Now, before I move on to the next generation, of course I kinda have to mention this honorable mention. I know it's not an Electric Rodent, but Mimikyu. Yes, I said it's not an Electric Rodent, because guess what? It's not a rodent. But it is literally based off of Pikachu, because it's disguising itself as Pikachu. So you could technically say it's a Pikachu clone, albeit not in the traditional sense. It was a really cool design. I loved it. It's actually one of my favorite designs out of all the Pokemon that have ever existed. I love that it has two forms. Battling with both the disguised and busted forms strategically was and is always fun. And that'd be really cool if they made one of these Electric Rodents have two forms. Oh, well that brings us to Morpeko. Man, these Electric Rodents sure do give us some good segues. Morpeko, the two-sided Pokemon. Morpeko seems to be based off of hamsters or maybe guinea pigs. These animals are known for biting and being very aggressive when they are hungry. Hence the dog typing. Its ability, Hunger Switch, switches in and out of hangry mode and full mode every other turn. And its signature move changes typing depending on if it is full or hangry. When it's hangry, it's evil, it's a dog type. Yet another excellent use of a dual typing. Also, the other cool thing about its signature move is it's based off of a hamster wheel. The constant switching of this Pokemon's form can be very fun to balance and manage while battling. Well, at this point, where does that leave us for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Let's tally up what we have for Electric Rodents. Well, we have them based off of mice. You could say rabbits, squirrels, flying squirrels, hamsters, gerbils, porcupines. Now Game Freak could totally go back to one of these other designs with a new design, but for speculation's sake, let's say they base it off of a new rodent that they haven't touched before with the Electric Rodents. Well, let's look at common rodents. We got beavers, capybaras, groundhogs, chinchillas, kangaroo rats, marmots. I know there's a lot more, but for the sake of this video, let's just look at these. Also, we know that since Generation 5, all Electric Rodents have been dual types. I think they're gonna stick with that. So maybe like an Electric Water Beaver, or an Electric Groundhog, Capybara or Marmot. Maybe an Electric Grass Chinchilla, or an Electric Fighting Kangaroo Rat. Those would be really cool. But we also know that this generation is gonna be based off of Spain. And we saw in Generation 5, with the folklore story, that they went off of a regional story to really give inspiration to this, so they could do that again. Based off of my research, really as far as folklore, they do share the similar folklore with France, that their Tooth Fairy is based off of a mouse. I don't see them going back to that, but we do know common in Spain are Eurasian beavers, red squirrels, which would be pretty cool to have an electric fire type. But for me, I can totally see them going with an electric water type beaver. Speaking of which, here's some fan art of an electric water type beaver. It's really cool, and I believe it's done by Ronto Region on Instagram, so go give them a follow. They have some amazing designs of Fakemon. Well, in conclusion, we have had a lot of Electric Rodents over the previous 8 generations of Pokemon. They've been amazing designs to look back at, and they've been amazing designs to experience. What do we have in store for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? Me personally, I think it will be an electric water type Beevil. What are your thoughts? Go ahead and drop a comment down below on what you think Generation 9's Electric Rodent will be. Go ahead and hit like on this video. Go ahead and drop a subscribe. Hit that bell button for notifications. I will be posting at least weekly. As always, thanks for watching. Gummy Bear Gamer, out.